Hello friends and welcome to today's discussion, and today we are going to discuss about the India's first multi-purpose project. And in this we will discuss about what was the need of this project, why this was started, what was the situation and how the government approached it, and what were done in this project. So watch the video till the end, and this is going to be very helpful for the civil services exam as well as those exams which are related to the competitive exam of central government and the state government also, because this was the first multi-purpose project of India, and this was Damodar Valley Project or the DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation, right? And this is the project which was the first project which was conceived in India and which was started in India, right? So let us start with the discussion, and today we are again starting the analysis series. So those who have not subscribed the channel, go on to subscribe the channel so as to get benefited whenever we bring such kind of helpful videos. So let us start. So first of all, we will talk about the situation or the history of the disaster that was there in India due to this river, that is the DVC or the Damodar River, right? So Damodar, which was also known as Sorrow of Bengal, and this was because the catchment area, most of the catchment area of Damodar river lies in the upland region of Jharkhand, and here in this upland region of Jharkhand, whatever the rainfall was occurring, all that water was getting drained towards the lowlands of the West Bengal, and because of this, highland areas were not getting flooded, but all that collective water was causing the devastating floods in the West Bengal region or the low-lying areas of West Bengal. So this was the situation. And again, what was the problem over here? That most of the rainfall was concentrated in 4 months of southwest summer monsoon season of India, and during this season the low lying areas of West Bengal was also getting or receiving a high amount of rainfall, as well as the added water of this region used to cause huge amount of flood or devastating flood in this region. And this same situation, the devastation due to the floods occurred in 1943, and during this period before this flood was occurred, already the situation was grim in West Bengal, and not only in West Bengal but throughout India, because of the diversion of the food grains for feeding the soldiers of the Second World War. For war efforts, the food grains were getting diverted, and because of this already there was shortage of the food grains, so the people were suffering from hunger and they were perishing due to the hunger. So already the situation was very grim, and by this flood, as it occurred, the situation became more desperate, became more like that of the pandemic type of situation. The people were perishing, there was not enough of the food grains, so all this situation occurred due to this. And after this flood, the government of India at that very time realized that they need to do something, so there was the formation of Damodar Flood Inquiry Committee by the West Bengal government. The then West Bengal government was under the British rule. So the British rulers or the West Bengal government established that West Bengal flood Damodar flood inquiry committee, and they realized that there is a need to dam the water of the Damodar river so as to decrease the flow of the water in the low lying areas from the catchment areas or the higher reaches. And for that matter, this was realized that there is a need of a multi-purpose project, and already the famine was there due to the Second World War, and this was because of the policies of Winston Churchill, because Winston Churchill was a kind of person who was just focusing on the war efforts and for the betterment of the British citizens wherever even they had colonized the region, different parts of the world. They were not concerned about any of the welfare or well-being of those people who were also the subjects of the crown at that very time. But Winston Churchill was only of the view that there is a need just to focus on the well-being or the fulfillment of that war efforts, and not there is they were not even concerned about that whether the people are getting the food or not. And for that matter, the food grains were getting diverted towards the war efforts, and because of that the situation became more grim, right? So what were the inquiry committee recommendations after that flood inquiry committee? This committee recommended a formation of a body similar to the Tennessee Valley Authority of the United States. So same as the occurrence of the flood by the Damodar River, there was the situation in United States of America where there is a Tennessee River, and in that Tennessee River Valley region, the recurrence of the flood was same as it was there due to the Damodar River. And because of that, what happened? They conceived a project, multi-purpose project, to dam the river by the construction of different dams at different locations so as to discharge the water from the river in a controlled manner. And for that matter, they established this Tennessee Valley Authority. And the inquiry committee also suggested that the same thing should be done with the Damodar River also in this situation also. And for that matter, the Tennessee Valley Authority, this was created by the Congress in 1933 in United States of America for the construction of different dams. And this was also a multi-purpose dam which was concerned for navigation purpose, flood control, electricity generation, and economic development of the Tennessee Valley region. So these were the objectives or the purpose of this Tennessee Valley Authority. And same thing was conceived for Damodar River also. So all of the Tennessee, proportion of the Alabama and Mississippi, Kentucky, small areas of Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia, these were the regions which got benefited because of this Tennessee Valley Authority. So this was the, like you can say, a burning example for the people who were trying to control the floods of the Damodar River. And this was the same thing which was being copied from that of the Tennessee River project. And for that matter, the Damodar Valley Corporation was established. And for that matter, W.L. Verdun, a senior engineer of Tennessee Valley Authority, was appointed to study the problem of the Damodar River. So he was appointed as the consultant of this project so as to control the Damodar River. And after the study, he suggested that the multi-purpose development of this valley should be done, and this was suggested in the year 1944 for the establishment of this DVC. And the Damodar Valley Corporation was set up in 1948 after the independence. After India achieved independence, this DVC was established, Damodar Valley Corporation was formed, and this was the first multi-purpose river valley project of independent India. After India got independence, this was the first multi-purpose project which was established, which was conceived, and which was like implemented in India, right? And the central government and the state governments of that time Bihar and West Bengal were the participants of this project. So right now the Bihar government has been removed from this project as a participant after the establishment of Jharkhand as a separate state on 15th of November 2000. But at that very time, Jharkhand was also a part of Bihar. And at that very time, Jharkhand government, instead of Jharkhand government, Bihar government, West Bengal government, and central government were the participants of this project, and what were the defined objectives of this project. So what was to be achieved through this project? That was the flood control. First and the foremost thing that was to be achieved was the flood control. So this was the objective of this project. Thereafter, providing irrigation facilities to the areas adjacent to this project which can be benefited from the irrigation project, like that of the canals and the other things were constructed in this area. Thereafter, generation and transmission of the electricity, this was again objective of this project. Thereafter, the year-round navigation was to be provided in those regions where the water bodies were navigable, whether it was through dam or whether it was through the canals or the rivers itself. So up till whatever the portion it was navigable, the navigation facility was to be provided. And the Damodar Valley Corporation Act, that act number 14, was passed in 1948, and this led to the establishment of the Damodar Valley Corporation. So it became statutory and it was passed, right? So there were around 8 dams that were conceived and now they have all been operational. तो यहाँ पर total कितने? Total 8 dams have been constructed. The Bokaro Dam and Bokaro River. Thereafter, Belpahar Dam on Badakar River, Bermo Dam on Ayyar Dam, on Damodar River, Tilaiya Dam on Badakar River, Konar Dam on Konar River, Maithan Dam on Badakar River, Panchet Dam on Damodar River. And these were the total 8 dams that are already operational, that have already been constructed and they are functional. And here the total command area, so total command area of this project is 24,235 kilometer square, and in this 11 districts of Jharkhand and 6 districts of West Bengal are included. Those were the districts which are part of this project and they are getting benefited through this project, and they are getting various facilities like that of the electricity generation, irrigation facilities. Even nowadays the fisheries is being developed on different dams of this project, and the people of this region are getting benefited, as well as that occurrence of this flood or the devastation due to the flood has got reduced and tamed considerably, and nowadays there is very little or rare occurrence of the flood is there due to this Damodar river. And this was the information related to this Damodar Valley Corporation, the first multi-purpose project of India, which was named by or said by Jawaharlal Nehru as the temples of modern India, right? And now here one more information. If you are preparing for civil services or you are preparing for the Jharkhand Public Service Commission, so if you want the English medium notes or the English medium books of this JPSC, then you can contact us. You can get in touch with us from the contact number that is provided in the description below, and here the prices will be 2200 for this complete set of 9 books for JPSC, and the delivery will be free of cost. As well as if you are preparing for the UPSC, then you can get the consolidated notes or books as per the syllabus of UPSC, and this package here you will get 50% discount on the MRP, as well as that of the free transportation or the free parcel services, delivery services. So go on to order this if you are really preparing for UPSC or JPSC. And here we finish off. If you have benefited from this video, then go on to like and subscribe the video, share the video. Thank you very much and have a nice day.